Hello, this is Tom Cloud with this week's Precious Metals Market Update. Thank you for all the fanfare about my buy signal on silver on July the 5th that was put out to all of our customers and people on our distribution list. If you're not on our distribution list, it's free and you can sign up through it through FTM on the Precious Metals page. But anyways, the first buy signal I've given since 2008 on silver, and of course at that time silver ran from $9.56 all the way up to $47 in 3 years, 36 months. So we gave this buy signal on July the 5th at 3 p.m. at $15.95 was the spot price. It's now up to $16.25 as I record this this morning, July 18th. So it's real exciting to see that. There were many reasons I gave the buy signal, and not so much technical than the fundamental issues. First of all, you can't ignore what's going on in China with solar panels. I mean, it's estimated if China keeps buying solar panels to make them more energy independent, then we're going to see the price of silver continue to go up just from the industrial side. Forget the investment side completely. So on the industrial side, we could see silver wiped out in less than 5 years at the current consumption. We've seen Tesla, a big car company, now get into the solar panel business and are building a factory with another company in Connecticut to meet the demand for these solar panels while China is trying to put millions of these in over the next several years. That alone could double the price of silver or more, and literally white silver. It sounds funny, but based on geological studies worldwide, silver could be gone from the ground in just a few years, literally way less than 10 years, 3, 4, 5 years, some people predict. So keep an eye on that. The main reason I want to issue a silver buy signal is when something gets down to mining cost. You don't see that very often. I've only seen it like 4 times in my 41-year career. How in the world can you be afraid to buy silver when it's slightly above or right at mining cost? People run in the stock market and buying when the Dow is selling at 32 times earnings, when historically it's 15 times earnings, over twice. And yet people are still buying it, knowing it's creating a big bubble and it will burst. A lot of experts are predicting in September or October the stock market will fall because the votes of the Trump administration will fail, both in health care and getting the kind of tax cuts they want, both individually and corporately. They may get them through, but it'll be negotiating. It won't be anywhere near what he set out to do. But any small victory is a victory and helps. So why would you go out and rush and buy stocks at a way overinflated price when you can buy silver at mining cost with hardly any downside risk? We're also hearing from very reliable sources that we could see the J.P. Morgans and Goldman Sachs's and the big people that short the silver market and gold market for that matter get out, and they may not go long, but even if they went neutral, it would be a big plus for gold and silver, especially silver here on the short term. It's estimated J.P. Morgan has bought over 100 million ounces of physical silver. Now, once they have all they want in the physical market, you then see companies go long, like we saw between 2000 2011 when silver went from $3 up to $47. So please realize when they go long, it starts moving. It takes out $18, $20, $22, $24 an ounce very quickly. And we know from history that we're coming into the best months of the year, September, October, for precious metals. So right now is the time to get in. We're in an all-out buy signal for silver. We like gold too. We'll talk about that more in another episode. The world-famous Stalker, who's the most famous metals trader in the world, gave a buy signal also, and he is saying that silver will jump $2 from 16 to over 18 in the next 2 months. So what a buy signal by the stalker. Also, I want to talk about the dollar being down. As I record this morning, it's down to below 96. The dollar's down 5%. If I could tell you the conversations I have and how dumb the world thinks we are to sit here and continue to pile money into stocks and not liquidate our bonds with the Fed pushing interest rates up, and all of a sudden, after an interest rate hike, we now get dovish reports out of the Fed that we're through for the year. We were told there may be 3 more rate hikes less than a month ago. Now they're telling us there may not be any rest of the year, how all the indicators can change and the dollar plummets. Gold should be up 50% this year, not 8% or 9% that it is based on historical figures. And then we hear the rumor, Andrew Maguire, the renowned also trader in London, is saying that he's affiliated with a purchase of over 250 tons of gold in the next month that will come in. If that happens, then certainly gold's going to be at 1350, 1400 very quickly. But here's the one thing I can tell you for sure, and Jerry Robinson's done a great job of following the cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. It's a thing that you're going to be with the rest of your life. It's moving into the 21st century. I don't know everything about it, but I know how fast it is, how private it is. Who in the world is going to leave their money in banks? It's very archaic. 4 and 5 days for a check to clear. They're held up. You get statements 2 weeks after the end of the month. I mean, we're talking about 20th century stuff. We're going to move into the 21st century whether you like it or not, or I like it or not. And it's going to be extremely good for gold and silver as cryptocurrencies come out backed by real gold and real silver. Now let me ask you a question. Are you going to be willing to leave your money in a bank covered by the FDIC that doesn't have 3% assets to cover the amount they have covered? And when there is a bank crisis, not if, when there is a bank crisis that could be triggered anywhere, Spain, Portugal, Ireland, probably Italy would be first, but all these fall and banks start falling like dominoes. Would you rather have your money in a insurance with FDIC that can't cover it? They bail in, the banks do, because they own your money, remember, through the law passed in October 2015 by the G20, that they would bail in. There'll never be another bailout by governments. They'll take the depositor's money, they'll give you some and them some, and then the FDIC will have to pay you up to $250,000. If they don't have it, will they make it payable over a 5 to 10 year period? That's what a lot of speculation is. So I can't imagine an astute investor leaving their money in a fiat currency situation when there are cryptocurrencies backed by gold and silver that are coming down the pike, and I'm familiar with 2 myself. And when that happens and the deposits start being sucked out of international banks, it don't take you long to see a major crash in banks, and it is going to happen in my opinion. So now is the time to get your metals when there's hardly any risk, not when they've gone up 30, 40%, everybody in the world wants them, kind of like where the stock market is today. But still remember, since 2000, when gold started this bull market, gold's gone from 256 to 1240, as I talk to you, over 525% gain. The stock market has gone from 16,000 to 21,000. It's gained 80% in 17 years. 80% in 17 years, gold over 500, even after the 1/3 pullback that gold has had. So we're now getting ready, in my opinion, to see gold and silver move. Stock market can move too for a little while longer, but it continues to look more and more overpriced. So hopefully we've given you a good update on why you need to be in silver. And then, of course, just the conflict going on in Korea, possibility, Syria, Russia, Israel, all these things that could turn to all-out war at any time with just in a second. So all this, and then at that point, you can't get. And let me finish by saying this. Right this minute as I talk to you, tonnage is being bought in gold. There's 3-week delivery times in Europe on gold. It's coming here. Right now, we can get you gold and silver. Now, silver is starting to be delayed. I mean, we're seeing huge sales in silver, even at our company, where big companies realize and large investors. We're just hoping that everybody catches on before silver runs away, and you can get it, like I said, at near mining cost. But all that is happening. So hopefully, if you need to reach us, or if you're interested in a precious metals self-directed IRA, we can set you up with custodians. We can be your representative broker and discuss with you what percentage of gold and silver put in that IRA based on your age and risk tolerance. So give us a call at 800-247-2812. That's 800-247-2812 to discuss that, and we're happy to go over all that with you. Until next week, this is Tom Cloud signing out.